Hey guys, welcome to my newest video for today, April 20th. I know it's been quite a long time since my last video, just a little over a month, but I'm pretty sure some of you may or may not know we had some tragedies in the family. Well, like 2 days after I did my last video on March 19th, both my parents were involved in a pedestrian accident, walking the crosswalk just across the street, had the right of way, cars here stopped, but some stupid son of a bitch who saw the car stop but didn't see my parents, gunned it, clipped my dad in the ankle, just had a swollen ankle for a couple of weeks, but my mom took the brunt of it. She has 2 broken shoulders, 2 broken ribs, a cracked pelvis, and 2 cracked, or 1 broken, 1 cracked bone in her left leg. I was at home when that happened, and some guy from the township of Langley was calling my house, and I was like, why the hell does he want to talk to me? And then he said my parents were involved in an accident, and I was supposed to go to work that night. Obviously that didn't happen. I ran in my PJs and socked feet over there, and I saw the son of a bitch who hit them, and it took 2 cops to stop me from getting at him. Because, especially when I saw my mom lying on the pavement, blood over her face, I nearly lost it. I wanted to kill the son of a bitch. I think after a month, tomorrow is a month since her accident. I ran home, I called my supervisor, told him I'm not coming in. My mom was involved in an accident, of course, and luckily enough, it was kind of stupid because everybody decided to take that week off, so I couldn't get, I could only get 3 days off. So I spent from like 4 p.m. to almost 10 at one of the big hospitals near Vancouver, and it was just trying. And then a couple of weeks later, my grandfather died. Yeah. So yeah, she's home now. She spent a good 4 weeks in the hospital. She's home now. But, I had to stop buying Blu-rays for a while, and then all of a sudden I was allowed to, which was not exactly the smartest thing to tell me, but, that's my comfort. This is like my comfort food, basically, is buying DVDs. So I bought a shitload, and for one thing, half of my money has gone to helping my parents with the mortgage, line of credit, their bills, and all that. So needless to say, it's been very fucking stressful the last month. Hopefully everything calms the hell down. So, okay, after that 3.5 minute rant, I'm gonna move on to what, because this is gonna be a DVD Blu-ray book update, so I'm just gonna get started after that 3.5 minute rant. But, yeah. So, first book I grabbed was another one of those Mortal Instrument series by Cassandra Clare, and it's book 5, The City of Lost Souls. This is the one I don't have, and this is the one that's becoming the movie this summer. So, I like this series. I thought it was so much fun. Everybody thinks now Twilight, but this is a hell of a lot better than Twilight. So, and the other series, which I have, the other book, the Infernal Devices, I think that's called. I have the other book for that. So there goes City of Lost Souls. For some reason I was thinking 2. I finally picked up Deadlocked, book 11 or 12 in the True Blood series, and the newest one comes out this, I think, in a couple of weeks. I'm not entirely sure. Well, actually, you don't have to see my face. It's lit up enough as it is. I had to speed read through this last year, so I can finally sit down and enjoy this one. Next one up, it finally came up over here, and it's Doctor Who, The Wheel of Ice, which is the second Doctor, Jamie and Zoe one? Yep, Zoe. And speaking of Doctor Who, because of this stuff that happened with my mom, all of them have just been on my PVR. I haven't been watching them, which sucks. I'm finally kind of getting caught up, and I'm so excited. David Tennant is coming back for the 50th anniversary special. Well, him, Billy Piper, and John Hurt are going to be in the special. I am so fucking excited. So, there we go. Doctor Who, The Wheel of Ice. And, that one and Deadlocked I got at Chapter, same as with this one. And after, I was trying to find more Serenity Firefly ones, and I came across this one, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll get that. I didn't get farther, and I said, I have to get the fuck out of here. I'm going to spend my whole paycheck. And I'm surprised they actually did a graphic novel of this, and it is book 1, or part 1, of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, done by those names. Half of them I can't pronounce, but they're the guys who did the graphic novel. I haven't read this yet, mostly because I'm trying to finish off a couple of series before I move on. But the other ones, I got to about 5 Godzilla ones, and I was like, shit, I have to get the fuck out of here. I'll spend all my money. But the pictures of it, look for something that's not too, it looks kind of cool, so I'll give this a quick read pretty soon. So there we go, graphic novel for Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. And this one is like a very, very old book. Like, it's the mini-series, mini-series tie-in. I have no clue when this book originally came out. I think it came out in the 40s or 50s by Ford Maddox Ford, and it's called Parade's End. Obviously. Big letters there. It has to do with World War I, and because I do have the miniseries, well, I'll just show it pretty soon, I want to read the book before I watch it. I remember, I heard somewhere that the books was really, really mixed when it came out. There, you can actually see me. But now it's, like, regarded as a classic. So, there we go, Parade's End. And this is the one I'm talking about, the Infernal Devices, Book 3, Clockwork Princess, and I was going to actually be able to meet the author because she was at the chapters in Metrotown, but of course this stuff happened with my mom, so basically life got put on hold, and life has basically started again last week. I am reading this, I'm almost done it, and I enjoy the hell out of this one, just like the Mortal Instruments series. Really good. So there we go, Clockwork Princess. And I picked these up today because I totally, with what happened, I totally forgot that there were more. And I found them, and I was like, yay! It's the new 3 books for Doctor Who. Book 49 in the new adventure series, The Plague of the Cybermen. Book 50, The Dialect Generation. And book 41, I think that's The Shroud of Sorrow. I've only watched a couple of the episodes, but I've enjoyed what I've seen. So I'm not entirely sure if I like the new TARDIS, but I love the 3 circle things that go around at the top that have the Gallifreyan writing on them. I do think that's cool, but I don't know. I want my other TARDIS back, 10's TARDIS back. So, or even they should have kept it, but I guess with Rory and Amy gone, they had to do a change. So there we go, the Doctor Who books. And now we can get started on the DVDs. And the reason why I wanted to read Parade's End, oh shit, okay, you can come down here, is because bloody hell, this thing keeps breaking, is because I have the miniseries. I wanted to get the Blu-ray, but same thing with Sherlock, it had that warning, is if your Blu-ray player can't handle like 50i whatever, it won't work. But it's like, gee, I wonder why I got this. And it's one more month. I've already got my advance ticket for May 15th. Because we have a sneak preview for Star Trek May 15th. There's like 6 showings May 16th, but I was like, fuck it, I'm going May 15th in IMAX, people. Yes! So I haven't watched this yet because I kind of want my first movie with Benedict Cumberbatch that I see is Star Trek. Because as everybody here knows, Star Trek is a huge deal. And that but this looks like, it doesn't look like my kind of thing, but I mean, maybe it's because I'm getting older, and I'm getting more into dramas, I don't know. I hope that's not the case. But there we go, Parade's End. And speaking of Benedict Cumberbatch, the next film has him as well, and I've heard nothing but great things about this. It's called The Third Star. From what I know, this is one that's going to make me cry, because his character is, he's dying, basically. He's got terminal cancer, and his friends kind of do one last hurrah to take him to the one place that he loves the most. But I've seen highlights of it and videos that are on YouTube, and I'm like, yeah, I'm so gonna cry. But again, waiting till after I see Star Trek to watch this one. So there we go, Third Star. And of course, from this and Parade's End are from the UK. Though I think now that they've actually shown Parade's End on HBO, I think US, but it was here in Canada. This might actually come out on Blu-ray here. Blu-ray I picked up, well, let's see. Yeah, these two. Did this one come from? Yeah, this one came from, both of these came from Amazon. I'm totally blanking. And this one I got because I told my parents, I have to buy a Blu-ray. Let me buy a Blu-ray. And they were like, okay. And my dad's like giving me hints, and I'm like, no, Dad, this is the one I want. And laugh all you want. But I actually enjoyed the hell out of this. It was a mindless, fun movie. And that is The Man with the Iron Fists. I said, like, you need mindless action after you go through tragedies like that. But I actually really enjoyed the hell out of this movie. The gore didn't bother me. The kind of sex didn't bother me. Well, it never has. But some of the stuff in this movie is just so fucking outrageous. I spent half the time laughing. But I enjoyed the hell out of it. I can't wait to show it to my parents when I get the chance. So there we go, The Man with the Iron Fists. And I got that at Walmart. And where the hell did I get these? Oh yeah, I got these three from HMV. This one's an upgrade from DVD to Blu-ray, and that of course is Hard Boiled. I fucking love this movie. It's like pretty high on my favorite foreign films list. I think I don't know if my favorite would be The Killer or the Dragon Tattoo trilogy. I'm not 100% sure, but I love this one. It's absolutely fantastic. So there we go, Hard Boiled. And this one was the blind buy, because I wanted to get this for a while, but it was a little too expensive, and I heard nothing but bad things about it. And HMV had the Blu-ray for $14.99, and I was like, oh yeah. And that is the unrated version of House at the End of the Street. And I love horror films, and I am a huge fan of Jennifer Lawrence. So I was like, to hell with it, I'll check it out, see what's up with it. So there we go, House at the End of the Street. And childhood favorite, and I was like, yeah, I'm picking it up, because I've wanted it for a while, but just been putting it off. Same as with this one that I'll show next. And that, of course, is War Games. Massive childhood favorite film. Grew up on this. I think I was like 3 the first time I saw it. And that's actually the year it came out, is 83. So, it's just a great, well, this director is known for this, and Short Circuit. Mainly known for Saturday Night Fever, but I think for me it's War Games and Short Circuit. So there we go, Blu-ray for War Games. And picked these two up at Walmart, and this is another epic childhood favorite that I've been putting off because I was hoping maybe they'd do a big special edition, but I haven't heard anything. So I picked up Labyrinth, which is a great, great movie. It's the Muppet awesomeness that only Jim Henson can do. So, but it's an absolute epic film. It's high. It's on my top 100 favorite films of all time. So there we go, Labyrinth. And another epic childhood favorite, Willow. I wanted the Region 2 Steelbook, but I didn't find out till after I got this that it was region free. But what can you do? But I love this. I think this is like this was the third Ron Howard film I grew up watching as a kid. Splash and Cocoon were the other two, but I love this movie. This is just a great film. It's funny, it's charming, and for someone who loves epic fantasy like this, it was right up my alley. So there we go, Willow. This was a blind buy, and again, doesn't seem like my type of movie, but, well, actually, I would say it is, because I loved Master and Commander, The Far Side of the World, but because, hello, I've got this epic crush on Benedict Cumberbatch, I had to get it. And then realized somebody I've been in love with for 23 years is in it, too. And it's called To the Ends of the Earth. I think it's based on a book by William Golden, the guy who wrote Lord of the Flies. Of course, the other actor who I love is, of course, Sam Neill. So I've loved since seeing him in Hunt for October when I was 10. But the thing that pisses me off is the case broke on the way here. I got this from eBay. But oh, there we go. I finally got it out. The case broke. So I have to go buy a couple ones, but I hate it when that happens. It really pisses me off. But yeah, it actually does look like a movie I would enjoy. So because I love Master and Commander Far Side of the World. I love that kind of ship deal, blah. Okay, moving on. So there we go, To the Ends of the Earth. And again, another thing with him, and I found out another actor I love is in this. It's a mini-series from BBC, and this is from UK, Amazon UK, and it's called The Last Enemy. And of course, Robert Carlyle. I didn't realize he was in this either until I saw it, and I've seen clips of it, and it looks pretty good. Kind of a weird conspiracy theory type film. It kind of looks like something I would like, so what the hell, right? So there we go, The Last Enemy. And I finally picked up this, because the price of it kept going up and down for a while. And when it finally went down to $49, I caved in, and I was like, yay! And I got this at Walmart, and the next few I got from Walmart. And it's the Blu-ray of the complete second season of Game of Thrones, which, believe it or not, I still have not watched. I completely suck. I'm recording season 3 right now, but I'm rereading book 1, so I will wait till I finish reading book 1 and then watch it, then we'll read book 2 and then that. So I know what happens in book 3, so I can't wait till that particular moment. I will not say, but someone who is very much despised. I won't say who, but I think everybody knows. So there we go, Game of Thrones, the complete second season. And I finally grabbed this, another one I've been putting off for a while. And now my 10th favorite film ever made, The Abyss, is the only one I need on Blu-ray. And this is my 7th favorite film of all time. And that, of course, is Schindler's List, which probably I was going to rewatch the minute I bought this, but I don't need to be really depressed right now, so, because this is one of those movies that you have to be in a certain mindset to watch. Like I said, it's my 7th favorite film ever made, and for the last 20 years, I have only seen this a number 3 times. The first time I saw it, I was 12, the second time I was 18, and the third time was when the DVD came out 10 years ago, and I haven't watched it since. But like I said, because if you think of the most depressing and disturbing film of all time, this would be number 1, even beating some of the really graphic horror films, but I mean, that's movies, this was real life. So there we go, Schindler's List, the 20th anniversary edition Blu-ray. It's with Blu-ray, DVD, digital copy, and copy. Fuck it. And this I found in the $8 bin, and I was like, oh, fuck, yeah. And that, of course, is the Blu-ray 20th anniversary edition of Spaceballs. Not really big on comedy. There's a few that I absolutely love, and this is one of them. Total spoof of Star Wars, of course, and it just so works. So there we go, the 20th anniversary Blu-ray for Spaceballs. And this one I might get looks at, but I loved this when I saw it in the theater back in '99. It was fun. And you didn't know that one of the actors in it would go on to have a really big career in a certain action series, and that, of course, and one of them would go on to be in a really cool television show, too. That, of course, is Varsity Blues. The 2 actors in question are, of course, Paul Walker, who everybody knows from the Fast and Furious films, and Scott Conn, who, of course, is in Hawaii Five-0 remake. But I did love this. It's fun. It was just around the time Dawson's Creek was coming out, so all 4 of them were making movies at the time. But I think even Halloween H2O, Urban Legend, and Teaching Mrs. Tingle or Go. This is my favorite out of the bunch, because I'm not really a football fan, but I love this movie. It was so much fun. So there we go, Varsity Blues. And some of these I picked up at Best Buy. Yeah, these ones I picked up at Best Buy. And first one, another childhood favorite, which I saw when I was a kid, and most people thought I wouldn't like it because it was a man's movie. Hello, it's action. It's involving a submarine, and it's with Sean Connery, so yeah. That, of course, is The Hunt for Red October, which I always loved. It was one of my favorites to watch as a kid, and I still remember the VHS being red, like the VHS itself being red, and I thought that was epically cool. So there we go, The Hunt for Red October. And actually, I'll show these ones together, because they were in a pack, a 3-pack. But because the 3-pack wasn't on my DVD website, I just separated them. And it was a science fiction one that came with iRobot, Independence Day, and Jumper, which I haven't seen, though I've heard pretty bad things, but I have wanted to check it out. And I don't mind iRobot. I think that is it's a pretty good film. Of course, Independence Day, which was so fucking awesome. I cannot believe they're doing a sequel to this. It's one of those great popcorn movies that doesn't deserve a sequel. And like I said, haven't seen this, but I'm interested, so figured I'd check it out. So there we go. Those are the 3 science fiction packs. So, and finally upgraded King Kong. This has both versions, the theatrical and extended. So I think I'll give my 3-disc one to my parents. But out of the 3 movies, the 1933 and the 1976 and this one, I think this one's my favorite. And not because it's the newer one or because it's better special effects, but I think it has to do with Andy Serkis playing Kong. Because there's only so much you can do with stop motion animation. Well, actually I shouldn't use that as an example, but a guy in a suit. Though I shouldn't say that either, because Godzilla. I love Godzilla, and it's the same thing. But, yeah, so there we go, King Kong. And these 2 I got from Walmart, and they were also in the $8 bin. And I upgraded Man on Fire, which is a great Denzel Washington film, directed by the late, great Tony Scott. I haven't seen this in a very long time, so I can't give my opinion on it that much. But I enjoyed the hell out of it. I thought it was a fun movie. It was a great movie. So there we go, Man on Fire. And the other one was 1995's Outbreak, which I actually saw. I love this. I went obsessed with this when it came out. I actually saw it 6 times in the theater. So it was an enjoyable, another fun popcorn movie. But I think the best scene was when they were in the theater and the guy has the virus and he's coughing and you see it like float around and then go into other people's mouths. It was just, everybody just kind of went like that. So there we go, Outbreak. And this one I got from excuse me, the UK, and I thought, okay, I know because some people who buy the UK steelbooks that are on their side, they don't really like them, but I was like, I don't care, this is a really great design. Probably not the first movie I would have picked, but I really wanted to upgrade my DVD to this, and it is the Region 2, Region Free Blu-ray Steelbook of Hulk. And it's really cool design. I like that. It's a lot better than the cover. Or maybe that is the cover of the DVD. I'm not 100% sure. And I'm not going to go look. And the back looks cool. And there's the front with the eye. I actually liked Ang Lee's version of the Hulk. So, there we go. And I like The Incredible Hulk, too, with Edward Norton. So, hopefully they don't decide they're going to change the role again. It's like, oh my god. So there we go, the Region 2 Steelbook of Hulk. Of course, yep, I picked this up. Though I'm not a big fan of the director, I did love 3 of his films. And that, of course, is Django Unchained. Was going to get the Steelbook of this, but I was just like, I'm going to Walmart a lot. Or, no, I didn't pick this up at Walmart. I picked this up at work, because it was on sale for $22.99. And with my 10% discount, and even with the taxes, I only paid like 50 cents more than the actual price. So it came to 23 something. So I haven't watched this yet because my mom really wants to see it, but she's like in a weird mindset. She can't watch anything where women are getting hurt, which is understandable. So there we go, Django Unchained. And grab this from the $8 bin, and it's an upgrade from DVD to Blu-ray, and it's The Mask, which I haven't watched in a very long time, like extremely long time, so I can't give my opinion on it. But I remember loving this when I was younger. I saw it like 4 times in the theater. It was so much fun. So there we go, The Mask. I'll make Tracy, Darth Alexa, very happy that I got this. And that, of course, is the Blu-ray for Les Miserables. So, because I did want to pick the, I want to check this out, because I am a fan of Hugh Jackman and Russell Crowe. He's one of my absolute favorite actors. But, so, I shall check this out and see what the big deal is, and hopefully it's good. Though I'm not really big on musicals, I was like, what the hell, I'll check it out. There you go, Les Miserables. Laugh at me all you want, but I loved this film, so it's like, screw it. And that, of course, is Scooby-Doo. Upgrade from DVD to Blu-ray. I liked it, my parents liked it, so sue us. You won't get a hell of a lot. So there we go, Scooby-Doo. And I picked these up today from HMV. Justin, Ryan1988, is so happy that I finally got this, because he's been ranting and raving about this for a long time, and I hadn't had the chance to pick it up yet until yesterday. That, of course, is the Scream Factory Blu-ray of Deadly Blessing. I do not like that cover. I hate it. So obviously, I like that one. That one's better. But I am obsessed with slipcovers, so I'm keeping my slipcover. I haven't watched this yet. Probably sit down one day and watch a shitload of blind buys. But I'm so happy with some of the new Scream Factory releases, like The Town That Dreaded Sundown. I'm so excited for that. And John Carpenter's The Fog. And I think there was and Life Force. I really want that one. And I'm trying to think of another, like, really great horror film I'd like Scream Factory to get. And, you know what? I would love for them to put any of the 3 Psycho sequels out on Blu-ray, particularly number 2. That would be great. Or even, hint, hint, Fright Night Part 2. That would be even epic. So there we go, Deadly Blessing. And though I had this on Region 2, I bought it on Region 2. I haven't watched it yet, and then about 3 weeks after I bought it, I found out it was getting released here and on Blu-ray, and I spotted it, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna get it. Considering the April 18th was his birthday, I was like, well, too bad I didn't get it on the 18th, because that would have been very cool. And that is the Blu-ray of Spies of Warsaw with, of course, David Tennant. I can't believe I still haven't watched this yet, but, you know, I'm very bad with blind buys. I'm just epically lame with them. But, like I said, one of these days, well, if they stop fucking scheduling me to work 2 days, get a day off, work a day, get a day off, work a day, get a day off, maybe I could actually watch something. Though half the time it's taken up, my time's taken up with looking after my mom, looking after the house, cooking, cleaning, which I really didn't have to do before, and now I got the crash course on how to do it. So, at least I know how to do the laundry, that's about it. The only good thing I knew how to do. So, there we go. Spies of Warsaw. And that is it. After almost 30 fucking minutes. Okay, so, because it's going to take me forever to load this fucking thing up, I'm going to go. Now, I don't know when my next update is going to be, because I do have a lot of stuff coming through eBay, blah, 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 eBay or Amazon UK. So, yeah, hopefully I'll do a quick video later, let you know how my mom is doing. So, okay, I hope you guys have a good weekend, watch a shitload of movies, and of course, as always, rate, comment, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.